big city for the simple country life. Found myself a woman that it took for me to be my wife. I was working on the ground come the sun up to sundown. Hey, I'm trying to make a reputation for a man inside this town. Hard as I try, maybe I just can't. I ain't no up and kind of leaving me. She kissed me one time and she took my heart. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me. I'm a honky-tonk star. Yeah, I'm a honky-tonk star. Well, working 3 jobs, living out of a car. Mama never told me life would get this hard. Running around the world playing my guitar. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me. I'm a honky-tonk star. Yeah, I'm a honky-tonk star. Yeah, I know George Jones and Gary Sturt, and all them young guns, yeah, they've been through. Tell you one thing that you won't believe, a woman ain't nothing but a thing to me. Burn right through them like a cigarette, or a line of cocaine on a private jet. I give them good loving like they won't forget. Baby, good Lord knows what time it is. Hard as I try, maybe I just can't. I ain't no up and kind of leaving me. She kissed me one time and she took my heart. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me. I'm a honky-tonk star. Well, working 3 jobs, living out of a car. Mama never told me life would get this hard. Running around the world playing my guitar. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me. I'm a honky-tonk star. Yeah, I'm a honky-tonk star. I'm a honky-tonk star. Lord, I'm a honky-tonk star. Well, working 3 jobs, living out of a car. Mama never told me life would get this hard. Running around the world playing my guitar. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me. I'm a honky-tonk star. Yeah, a honky-tonk star. Yeah, yeah, I'm a honky-tonk star.
Well. Good evening, Woodhounds. How is everyone doing tonight? Oh, it was Another great day here in Wisconsin. We have some nice weather, so hopefully wherever you guys are at, you're enjoying some potentially spring weather, I guess. Early spring, maybe. But anyway, you are here on the Back 40 live stream. It's Friday night, so it's time to get the show started. And tonight, we have to raise those cups up to Mr. Gringo Pines, who left us a little super chat in the pre-show. So everyone, glad you're here. Glad you're tuning in. Here's to the week behind us and Mr. Gringo Pine. So cheers, everyone. Hey, and we've got quite the crew in here already. I'm seeing all kinds of names flying by. So welcome, everyone. Like I said, hopefully the weather. I know out east, I think there was a little bit of a cool down this last few days. We're actually going to be hitting the 50s this weekend, and then next Tuesday it's forecasted to be 63 degrees. So we'll see if that happens. Hopefully it does, because it's been kind of a sloppy mess in the wood yard. Things have been kind of melting and then getting a little messy and muddy, but hopefully they'll dry out and we can get back to work back there, because right now I'm making some ruts with the tractor. So yeah, good evening. Let's see, I'm just checking quick through here. I just saw the Saw Surgeon fly by. Good evening, Saw Surgeon. Daniel Atkins, hopefully, how you doing? Hopefully your back is feeling better. Larry Cluck. And, hey, outside in Michigan. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Oh, yeah, it's, I had a bit of a busy week. As you can see, I have not gotten my hair cut yet. So still growing it out a little bit. I'm kind of liking this longer stuff on the top. But hopefully with this warm weather, I'm going to be needing to get it cut here soon. So hopefully I can find time, because it is getting a little messy sometimes. Oh, hey! In the woodyard, Chris is here, and yeah, sorry again, things are flying by, but Stanley Keith, how are you doing? The Rhodesian Ridgeback is here. Wyatt Wessendorf. Look at this, we've got quite the crew. I saw Senior Firewood Hound Larry Hoddle in the house, so yeah, good to see everybody tonight. So I know that I think it was last week, and then the week before that, I was maybe missing some stuff in the chat. So I thought tonight I would just try to do a little more Q&A with you guys. So if you have any questions, I will try to catch them and pay a little more attention to the chat tonight. So yeah, just throw them in there. If you do have something, it might help sometimes. Just put the letter Q in front of the question, and then I might be able to see it better. Hey, frickin' Jeep is here. All right. Nelson Ridge Farm, how you doing? Yeah, I know, like I said, everybody was, it seemed to be warming up, but then there was a little bit of a cool down, like the midweek. So, Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever is wondering about the Woodhound get together. I don't have any more news tonight than I did last week. Well, I'm a little closer to being able to announce some more details, but I just want to hold off because I want to make sure everything's finalized, and then I will get to that. Oh. Yeah, so Matt, there's another question about the meetup. Everybody's wondering about the Woodhound get together. But yeah, it's like I said, I just want to finalize a few more things, and then but by the end of the month, I will have the dates, the location, and what all is happening. So just be patient. Bear with me. Some of these things take little time, and it takes way more like thought and everything that needs to go into it than I thought. So, hey, Firewood Mike, how many axes do you have? Well, back there I've got 5 on that little display. And then I've got 2 on the wall there. And then I got another one on the floor. And I've got 1 out in the shed. So what is that? 5, 9. 9 axes. 9 axes total. And 7 of them are Van Dusen axes. So that's the one cool thing. So now I got that whole display right there. That's all Van Dusen axes. And so it's pretty cool to be able to display all those. You know, we got the 3 double bits and the 2 single bit Van Dusens hanging on the wall all together. Yeah, I'm trying to I got these 2 on the wall over here that I need to find a better way to display them, because I want to be able to like show them in the background back there. But how many Ralph, hey, good evening, Ralph. How many wood splitters do you have? I only have 1. I only need 1. Well, unless I count the axes in myself and Amanda. But nope, just the one. Just the Wolf Ridge. Just the Wolf Ridge. Oh, wait. Whose birthday? Did I miss somebody's birthday? Tommy. I think I saw somebody say Tommy had a birthday. So Tommy, happy birthday. And there's Stacy. How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, this one axe right here. This is the one I really need to get a display for. I mean, look at that thing. I wanna get this like hanging somewhere back there. But yeah, look at that. This was another Van Dusen axe. That thing is pretty wicked. Jay, how are you doing? What has been your favorite type of chain? The full chisel, but not not the skip. I don't know why. I'm just not the skip tooth just doesn't. I don't know. Every time I ran it, I had a lot of vibration, and I don't think it cut as fast. So I don't know. It's just, you know, it's one of those things. Like, I mean, I could see where if like you were cutting really big wood, the skip tooth might be noticeable, but I didn't really notice much difference, and I mean, it cuts really good with without the oh yes, this is a very good point, Stan Nelson. A sharp chain is the one I like best. Oh, that is so true. Yeah, the full comp, or I always get the names of the chains mixed up, but that right there, Stan Nelson's got the answer. The sharp chain is the best. Let's see here. Richard, good. Yeah, he was birthday. Richard, happy birthday. Oh, hang on. Oh, they're back. They're back tonight. The swinging ladies are back by popular demand. So let's jump over there, because Senior Firewood Hound Larry Huddle. Cheers, Woodhounds. All right, everyone, raise those cups up to Senior Firewood Hound Larry Huddle. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Woo! I was wondering, I saw your video, Larry, and in the beginning there, when you said, I'm taking my girlfriend for breakfast, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, but then I saw it was your dog, so that was pretty cool. But man, you get up early, Larry. Holy moly, it's 4 in the morning. Heading out for breakfast. Woo! Yeah. Hey, I saw a question back there. I think it was about maple syrup. I do not, and I have never tapped any maple trees for syrup. My brother wanted to at one point, but I don't think he ever did. So I've never had any experience with any maple syrup other than seeing the bags hanging on the trees all over the place. That's all. Wingnut, how's the new door to the woodshed going? It is going good. I actually found the local supply store where I get stuff from. They carry, like, I just have to special order everything in because I don't have anything in stock. But I've got everything figured out what I need, and I'm gonna get it ordered and then get it hung and put on there, and hopefully it'll turn out all right. But yeah, I got I don't even know where it went, but they have this little book, and then in the book it showed everything you need, and so I got it all figured out. I just have to order it, and it's special order, so I don't know how long it's going to take to get it. But oh, so Matt, you guys are making maple syrup tomorrow. I think Larry Cluck makes some maple syrup as well. Yeah. Holy molies. See, this is what's crazy. Tapped one tree for the first time, 3.5 gallons. Oh, woo. Living the dream is here. How you doing? And Michael White, old timer. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, and there's Todd Lacey. I missed him. Sneaking in here. You gotta watch out for that guy. Did I see, is Brad in here? Firewood at the furnace? Yes, he is. Hey Brad, how you doing? I don't know if you guys checked out his video this week. Firewood at the furnace. But he was doing some serious wood hounding. Let me tell you. That was a wood hound right there. Going over, helping out a friend that had some storm damage and cleaning up some blow down trees, and then the bridge was washed out, so he had to wheelbarrow everything over and carry it up to his truck. Whew! Yeah, that was... I'm telling you though, Brad, if you would have backed that truck down and tried to get it onto them I-beams of the bridge, it might have been a viral video right there. Especially if you would, if the bridge would have collapsed, then you really would have had a viral video going. But no, man, there was a lot of wood, and but yeah, go, if you haven't checked out that video, check it out, because that was reminded me of sometimes when I used to, just go out and we'd have a storm and one of the big trees would blow over and everything's twisted up and it's just a mess. But you get in there and you start, everybody's always like, where do I start? This thing is just such a big mess. And it's like, it doesn't matter where you start, just start. Start bucking stuff up, sorting stuff out, make a little pile here, make a little pile there. And it all works out in the end. Wyatt. All right, so I've got some things in the works where we are going to be getting together, probably sometime in June, a little midsummer meetup, and it's going to be a good time. So I know we've been always kicking around that idea of like the Woodhound get together, and Shibe's always wanting to get the Woodhound convention going on. So it's going to happen, hopefully. Like I said, I just don't want to announce anything and then have something change with a date or something. And yeah, but there's, and there's going to be like there's a lot of stuff I still have to get lined up and we have to get figured out. So, but yes. So if anyone's ever been wanting to come to the great state of Wisconsin, and all of those who are in Wisconsin are nearby, get ready. Yeah, this is that's if you got some blowdowns, and it can be a lot of fun to just kind of dissect it and figure out, the compression and the tension, and oh yeah. But it can also be a it can be a bit of a challenge if you don't pay attention to where things where trees are laying and how they're laying and branches and hey, Firewood Mike, where have you traveled? I haven't gone outside the country except for Canada, and then I've been to Alaska, and then I've been down to Florida and Tennessee and every state in between. I didn't really stop too much and like sightsee, but yeah, Woodhound Senior, my dad and I, we took a trip with two other friends of his up to Alaska back in, I think it was 89, maybe. So that's the furthest I've ever been traveling. And I was just a young pup back then. Just a little, I'll tell you a quick story about my trip to Alaska. We were salmon fishing, and the guy, like, we were in this river that it was just flowing by, like, I don't know, super fast. And I hooked onto this salmon, and I'm like trying to reel this thing in, and it's, with the current. And so after about 10 minutes, like, I could not hold my pole anymore. And the guide that was with us, like, he could see that I was struggling. So he came walking over and like grabbed my hip waders that I had on and to hold on to me, because he thought I was going to go flying into the river. But then I never did end up catching the fish. It got off, but oh, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. Oh, how do you deal with termites? We do not have termites. We have ants, though. And I just basically, whenever I split a piece of wood open that has ants in it, I just knock it out on the splitter and knock them all out. And then when I'm done splitting, like, the birds come and start eating them. And yeah, but I've never had termites. So, and I don't know. I know the ants, though, the carpenter ants, they can do a number on your wood pile. But generally, like, I've never had any wood in my stacks that's been like if I take a piece of wood and I split it open, there's ants in it, and then I knock them out and then I stack that wood. Like, I've never had any ants like go back to the wood or go into a wood pile. I think, once it's, I don't know, if they need to be in a round, I don't know. But I've never had I've never had any, like, I've never stacked any good wood and then come back and found ants in it. Hey, Ralph, have a good evening. Take care. Have a good weekend. So who's all filling their woodsheds up for this fall already? Or who has their woodsheds full for the fall? I just started filling the shed up this week for this fall, because there was some people telling me that I should have been splitting that wood, that maple. I should be splitting that right into the woodshed. So I decided to make a video about it, because there's a little bit of a, I guess, strategy. Like if you put your greenest wood in your woodshed first, then that's the stuff you're going to end up burning first. So like I have a bunch of little piles of stuff that's been seasoning, so I always try to take my most seasoned wood to the shed first. Whether or not that makes sense or whether or not it's a smart strategy is yet to be seen. But Alex, hey, from Canada, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I should if there's anybody new in the house tonight and you haven't been over to back40firewood.com to the Woodhound map of the world, head over there and add yourself to the map. Sam Thorson, I have gone just a little bit. I walked around the one hill back here looking for that buck's horns, but I have not found them. I have one other little spot to check, but I'm pretty sure that he dropped his horns like over on the neighbor's lot somewhere. But he's still hanging around quite a bit. Like he keeps coming back to the woodyard quite frequently. I saw Chris in the woodyard mention this, and here's another. The ants need a water source. So stacked wood, drying out, they won't stay. Well, there you go. Now, I guess I didn't realize that, but that makes sense. If you stack your wood up and it's drying out, then the ants don't want to be in it. Yeah, that would make perfect sense. Oh, Wesley. Everyone wants to know, will the amazing Amanda make an appearance tonight? I couldn't tell you. You'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I don't know what she's up to right now, actually. I mean, I know where she is. She's but I don't know if she might be down working out, actually. Yeah. Firewood at the furnace, the driveway is mostly clear. I just have one little spot that's not cleaned out yet. Todd Lacey. Yes. I should have. I was the one day when he still had his horns, I got pretty close to him and he just stood there looking at me. And like I was about to take one more step towards him to see how close I could get to this buck. But then the way he was looking at me, it was like almost like I could see in his eyes, like, if you come at me, if you take one more step, I'm going to charge you and run you right over. So I kind of backed off. But yeah, it was because he lifted his head up and he looked at me and he didn't flinch. He didn't do nothing. He just looked right at me. And, it was kind of one of those things like, okay, I'm backing up. I'm not going to get in your way or anything. Just I'll be on my way. Hey, Tim and Old Saws, how you doing? Good to see you. How is my exercise program going? Frick and Jeep wants to know. Well, actually, that picture tonight from the pre-show was a picture I took when we were out this evening on a nice little walk. So, yes, I've been doing trying to get all of my steps in, and in a little bit here, I will show you that I've also increased my my water consumption. I added a lot more ice to this glass than I normally do. So my water consumption is up, and so everything is going good. Oh, now I'm missing some questions. Yes, that was the thing. Is we were sitting there staring each other down, and there was almost like this moment between us, and that's why I got a little nervous. You know, I didn't know. So yes, there. Dear Dud, future plans for the woodyard. Oh, I got something. I actually got something delivered this week that I'm going to be trying out, and but I'm not quite sure how it's going to work because, I mean, I think it's going to work all right. But basically, what I want to do is I want to try to get like more of a centralized location, and then like there's always a lot of focus about what you do with the wood after it's split, but there's not a lot of like what I'm finding right now is my biggest struggle is the wood before it's split. So I'll be doing a video explaining that a little bit more, but it's just like I always find myself moving around the rounds way more than I probably should be before I split them, and then the way I use my log lift is kind of, you know, like I use it to bring up the bigger rounds, but then I also been using my log lift more for like a staging area, so that I want to work on and figure something out with the staging of the rounds. So the focus has kind of been on everything that happens before you split the wood. But because once it's split, you know, then it's like, okay, somehow you either just get it to where you're stacking it, or you know, put it in the trailer, or you just run it onto the ground, whatever. But yeah, it's moments like that gets you married. Oh, the cord count on the boiler. I am at 7 and almost a little over 7.5 cords. 7.5. And that was it's slowed way down now. Like the last week, it was a couple days. We're in the days now. It's mid 40s, so it's been slowing down. You know, it's during that polar vortex. That was I was worried I was going to run out, but now everything's slowed down. So yeah, 7.5 cords, and we'll probably end up burning all the way through the end of May. That's generally what I do. So we'll see what it ends up being. I don't think I'm going to hit the 12 cords like I kind of anticipated, but oh, hey. All right, let's jump over. Luna Services. Thank you for your videos. Well, thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate that. And the super chat. Woodhounds, it's time for Team Woodhound drink. Luna Services. Cheers. Yes, Jim. I actually have. I've been doing that stretch for quite a while. I just don't do it on the ball. Like I do it on the floor with the hand out and the leg back. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean with that. How often do you clean out the boiler? I just cleaned out some ashes. When was it? Tuesday? Probably about every 2 to 3 weeks I take some ash out. And so not too often. And I just do that when like when the blower's running and it's burning pretty hot, I'll just open the door up because there's not a lot of smoke that comes out, so I'll just scoop out some shovelfuls into the trash can, and then I never like shut it down though. So about every 2.5, 3 weeks, scoop out some ashes, and then once the garbage can's full, I just dump that out. Richie's Outdoors. Good evening, Richie. I got to finish this up here. We're at the bottom of the hour, and I'll show you guys my increased water consumption. This is a question I don't think I can answer because I'm not even sure how many cords I have. Because I don't really sell by any measured amount, so I never really need to like keep track of, here's one cord, here's one cord, here's a cord. But I'm thinking about doing a little inventory live stream midweek sometime, either this week on Wednesday maybe. So we'll give you guys a look and see. Firewood at the furnace. Have you lifted full IBC totes with the tractor? I have, but when I say full, that was loosely tossed in full. So not stacked in full. But I know Adam at Hometown Acres, I think he has a Coyote with the same loader, and he lifted his up and was able to get it in the bed of a pickup. But there was something with, he needed to adjust it, but he wasn't able to at that height like curl the bucket back or curl the forks back. So like you have to make sure you're at the right angle when you lift it all the way up there and then set it on the truck. But yeah, I've lifted the loosely tossed IBC totes. I've lifted them up high enough to get into the bed of a truck. Yeah, Hometown Acres has a 3510, but it has the same loader. So it's got the same, I think it has the same lift capacity as the 2610. I think. I could be wrong though. It was funny that him and I, we had the same topic on our videos on, what was it, Thursday? Yeah. He did a review of like the 200-hour mark, and I did 1 year with the tractor. So that was kind of funny. But Tyler, you can go to you can get these shirts if you look on any video. Underneath the video there's a little shelf with the merch on it. Or you can go to back40firewood.com. But I was wondering, like, I didn't know what an average like hour use for a tractor is in like the first year. So I don't know if anybody else watching right now, if you guys have had a tractor, like what is your average hours that you've like put on it in a year? Because I was thinking 200 hours wasn't very much, but then Adam from Hometown Acres, he was hitting 200 hours on his second year. So like I've used my tractor almost twice as much as he's used his. So, but I thought it was maybe not that much, because when I think of tractor use, like farming, you could be out plowing a field or out baling hay for hours and hours and hours per day. So, yeah. So I guess 200 might be a lot. I don't know. It may be a lot for 1 year. Which reminds me, I have to do my 200-hour service, which involves changing the fuel filter, and I don't know how comfortable I am doing that. So we're going to have to see how that goes. Oh, yeah, see, in the woodyard, Chris's brother had 600 hours less than a year. Hey, there's Joe, Ohio Woodburner. 15 hours already on the Bobcat. Holy moly's. Slow down. You're going to be doing that 50-hour service pretty quick. Oh my goodness. My ice is all... See, look at that. Right there. Increased water consumption. Way more ice. Oh. Yeah, oh, that's a good yeah, the hours is just I guess I'll have to say though that the first couple months of having my tractor, I did, go get the mail with it, and I, just would drive around just to drive around on it. 350 hours on a Coyote, 4 years old. Oh, so maybe I am using it quite a bit. Whew. Maybe I am driving it around too much. And I don't have to go that far with it. I just have to go right back to the Oh, see, this is what I'm worried about. Because I watched of course, I went to YouTube and watched a video on changing a fuel filter on the Coyote. He had, I think, a CK30 3510. But man, he was like, he had to pinch off the fuel line with something, and then it was still running all over the place, and it looked like he had a heck of a time. So that's why I was like, oh man, I don't know. Because I'm not the best, I'm not too mechanically sound as far as like changing filters and changing the hydrostatic filter. Holy crap, that was a challenge enough because that thing is down there and it's so tight. Man, that was that was not fun. That was a pain in the butt. But anyway, here's to I'm 7 minutes late. Here's to round 2, everyone. So cheers. Again, thanks for being here. Kicking off round 2 right now. If you are joining us late, we're doing a little Q&A tonight. So if you have a question, put a Q in front of your question in the chat, and I'll try to get to it. That's right. That's right, Todd Lacey. I think I'm just going to put the ad up on Facebook right now. Coyote CK2610 for sale. Needs fuel oil or fuel filter changed. Only problem, needs the fuel filter changed. Oh, Jay's got the 051. Nice. Local crew just got here. Well, good evening. Welcome. Gary Everything is in the house. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. If it just gives me the hours. I don't know if it breaks up the idle time, runtime. I know I was told, though, by many people that I idle it too low when I'm like, if I just get on it to like just move, just like back it out of the shed. Apparently, you're supposed to like crank up the throttle to like 1500 RPM and not drive it like with a really low idling. I don't know. How many bundles a year are you selling? Here again is the same answer as how much wood that I have that I messed up on. Not enough. No. The bundles haven't been selling too much in the winter now, but I think last year I did like a little over 200, so not that many, I mean, I'm not mass producing and trying to sell too much. I just, whatever I sell, I sell. Have I picked the name for the mascot? No, I have not. But I've had some very good ones come in. There have been, yeah, I had some. I'm putting them together, and then we'll do a little vote. But I had some good. There were some good. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. A lot of people are suggesting that I name it my nickname, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. We'll see. It might. I just didn't want to come across as, like, oh, this is my nickname and the mascot's nickname. Let's see here. Todd Otto. Good evening. I just saw your comment fly by. Firewood Midwest is in here. Good evening, buddy. Yeah, so that's what oh, hang on. Yeah, my bundles, I mean, I think a lot of people around here, they want to get the firewood. They like the loose stack because, they get a little bit more wood, and they look at it as, getting enough wood for a weekend. Where a bundle, you gotta, it's enough for, I don't know, an hour maybe. Sid's Time Outdoors, how you doing, buddy? Are you feeling better? Still fighting this COVID. Making some gains. Well, that's good to hear. Good to hear that you're on the up. I missed another one. Bill Irwin. Yeah, there's a couple people that regularly come throughout the winter because they have little wood stoves in their basement or in their shop or their shed. So I've got a few people that come and just get some wood for heating. But I think I'm trying to figure out now, if we start getting into that 60 degree weather and spring kind of starts coming a little early, then I'm thinking I'm going to switch, because right now I put all oak out in the stand. So I'm thinking in another month or so, I might start switching that over and start putting in the recreational mix of, just the mix of everything. Oh my goodness. Hey, oh boy, hang on here. Nathan Ruff. Nothing witty to say this evening. Well, that doesn't matter. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, everyone. Cheers to Nathan Ruff. Yeah, Sid, keep getting better, staying positive. That's the main thing. Just, but that's good to hear that you're feeling better. Let's see. Hey, Zach. There is let's see here. Zach from London, Ontario, Canada. Good evening. Glad you stopped on by the live stream tonight. There is no, I don't separate the oak for necessarily a higher price, but I just separate it because I know that in the winter, the people that are buying it, they're using it for heating purposes, so it gets a little better, gives a little better burn, a little more BTUs. Oh wait, here's another question. Doug, What's your favorite to burn? Hickory, oak, or a good piece of ash? I will take, well, if I have the hickory, I'll take the hickory, but mostly oak is what I have the most of. And yeah, I mean, that's the same thing with, like if I know it's colder and people are buying for heating, I'll put oak out, but I don't necessarily charge more for it. And that is the one species of wood that I do separate though. So I do keep all of my oak, as far as for the roadside stand, separate from everything else. Because that way then, like when I'm ready to make the switch now, coming up in the spring, I can just, whatever's in there when it sells out, I can then go to my other stack that has a mix of maple, pine, cherry, I don't even know what all else. So that's when I'll switch over and start putting the wreck wood in. I saw Todd Lacey was saying how much I would sell the coyote to Chris in the woodyard for. There's no. The only way I would sell the tractor is if I had another one sitting here, because I don't know if I could go too many days without one. Brandon, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Oh my goodness, Sid, yeah, Sid's Time Outdoors. He's moving the bundles up there. 355 since September. Whew. Yeah, that is a lot of bundles and a lot of bundling to do. Whew. I do have to make some more. I've got a bunch of ash that I've had sitting back there set aside to, make for bundles. I just haven't done it yet. Oh, there's some, that and my joke from the beginning of the feed. Getting there, Pat F. I'll have to go back and see what your joke was. Or maybe I don't want to go back and see. Oh, yes. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the video of Wolf Ridge. Chris, he put out a video of his new log lift design. And I do believe I am going to try to upgrade my log lift. I just don't know, I don't know if he made that change really to just go forward with his new log lifts, or if it's really going to be an option to buy and retrofit onto your log lift. So I will have to, but yeah, I definitely want to. Of course I want to. I'm like an upgrade, geek. When new phones come out, I got to get the new phone. When computer upgrades, I got to upgrade. All firewood. I did this. I did have larger quantities available when I first started my roadside stand, and I do have people that ask about it. But prior to this year, I was always concerned about selling too much too fast and then not having enough to, make it through the rest of the summer. So I've thought about that though, offering a little more quantity, but then again, it's the more volume you sell, if you sell, people always want it then at a discounted rate. So sometimes it's plus the other thing is I don't have any of it measured out. So I'd have to build a rack that would be a rack for half of a face cord and then a full face cord, and I don't know. Hey, Jared Hildebrandt, when did you get in here? How you doing, buddy? That's right. The new saw, Todd Lacey. Yep, new saw came out. Had to upgrade that. But it would be kind of cool just to. My log lift is getting a little banged up, so it's Oh, hang on, we got a question, but I've got to jump over quick because Nelson Ridge Farm. Great live stream. Hey to all the Woodhounds. Brad, Nelson Ridge Farm. Thank you very much, my friend. Cheers, everyone, to Brad, Nelson Ridge Farm. Wait now, what is all this? Here we got another. What is the job you enjoy most in the Firewood game? I don't know. I mean, the splitting, I like the splitting, and as funny as it sounds, I actually like stacking the wood sometimes. Just like, because you can step back when you're done and like look at the whole big stack of wood that you made and how nice it looks. But I would say probably, if like running the Wolf Ridge, it's just, as long as I can keep it fed, it's so smooth and so, just hearing the wood breaking apart against the wedge. Oh, yeah, it's so probably the splitting. Do you think the price of bundles has made the price per cord go up? I think maybe a little bit. It's just a matter of, like if you break things down, you can sell, like Joe at Ohio Woodburner. He gives the perfect example of like, buying soda. Like if you buy it in the 2-liter bottle, it's cheaper, but when you go down and buy, the 16-ounce bottle, you pay more than you do for the 2-liter bottle because of the convenience of having that smaller bottle. And so it's kind of like the same thing, with the bundles and like the loose stacks. Like people they don't want to have a full face cord or the space to put it, or they don't have the room to put it. So like that convenience of being able to just get a little bit to last them for the weekend, that's where it's worth, I guess the convenience fee of it comes in. Hey, Adam Carter, good evening. How are you doing? The Benjamins, that's right. What is, Flint. We haven't decided on the name yet. But I'm compiling some of the entries together, and then I'm going to put up a poll and we will vote on it. Yes, that's the thing is, having a nice stack of wood sometimes, I mean, that's, even though eventually that stack of wood is going to be gone and you're going to be taking it apart, there's something about that satisfaction of, getting it all stacked up. And then, like I said, I don't know, it's kind of therapeutic, maybe is the word. But, just taking wood and stacking it and building up a nice pile and having it stand and stay standing. Let's see. I don't know if I missed any. I think I missed something about the price of gas going up. Change the price of firewood. I'm not sure. I mean, because the whole thing is like with, my main focus is on the recreational wood. So I don't know if and by gas, I don't know if you mean like the natural and propane and all that stuff, or if you mean like the fuel for driving. Hey, yes, I will tell you that the log ox is a very great and handy tool. It is, and you can add, like my dad, he loves the log ox just for not having to bend over and pick up the rounds. and I don't really, I guess, plug and promote this too often, but if you go to the log ox website and you put in the coupon code BACK40, you will get $10 off if you decide to buy one. So if you are interested in a log ox, just use that promo code or coupon code BACK40, and it should give you a little $10 discount, I think. I don't know. I don't always keep up on trying to and plugging in, pushing the affiliate links. I probably should, but yeah, the log ox is one of the best things I own. It is. It is very, very handy. Wood, Sweat, and Tears. How are you doing? Good to see you. Oh. I think Shibe is on drill right now. I think. Yes, indeed, Stanley. Once I'm actually taking that. I'm making a little modification to the design. That is going to be on the t-shirts, but yep, I'm going to have the Woodhound, the new Woodhound, on shirts and stickers. So, hey, look at this. Main Street Compound just started my firewood business. While watching, I just got my first order for next season. Ha ha! Woohoo! All right. Well, here's we gotta have a cheers to that. Congratulations! Cheers. I guess I don't hand file, but I use the 2-in-1. The 2-in-1 sharpener. So it's kind of hand filing, but not with just a single file. Wild Bill Irwin ordering his log ox tomorrow. Yeah, just when you go to the log ox site and you're checking out, just see if they got that coupon code available or promo code, and then put in BACK40. Oh, the pond is where we've been pumping out the ice that's been melting. We've been pumping the water out because yeah, we're getting ready to get it all cleaned out and then fill it up. But there's still a lot of ice in there. So, but every day it melts a little bit more. Let's see. Michelle, oh, you did get the 2-in-1. Yeah. Those, they are super handy. Will I put Shifty on the back of the t-shirts? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. The thing is that, yeah, sometimes the back prints can be tricky. Just because, I don't know. I've had bad experiences with anytime you take like text, like a line of like, say, like a website or something. I've had like you hold the shirt up and the text is like running at an angle or it's not very straight, and I don't know. It's it's not been good. Oh, did somebody Barry Mays? Yes, our Woodhound thoughts and prayers are with you, my friend. Sorry to hear that. I've been missing yes, this is correct as well. The 2-in-1s do not work on the skip tooth chain. Which I did not know until, and I didn't even think of it till the saw surgeon pointed it out one Friday night on a live stream. And then it was like, oh yeah, because the 2-in-1 uses the teeth to guide and hit the rakers, so it has to ride on each tooth, the one before it and the one after it. So yeah. So a saw surgeon, he's the one to thank for informing me, and everyone else probably knew. It was just me that didn't know. Where did the name Shifty come from? Oh, this is so back in after I graduated high school and I was in college. I had some roommates, and I would always drive. Like a couple of us had motorcycles, and we'd always drive around on our motorcycles, and just go cruising around. Of course, had a crotch rocket, so I thought I was cool. And then my one roommate just ended up giving me the nickname Shifty for I don't know, like shifting gears or, 1 down, 5 up. So everybody just kept calling me Shifty. And it just kind of stuck. And then, the rest is history. And I was also kind of quick on my feet. So, if you'd come at me, I was like really shifty. You couldn't catch me. Hey, Nick Pixel's in the house. Good evening, Mr. Nick Pixel. I took some advice from, Nick Pixel was telling me some stuff to do with my lighting, and then I started researching it. And then I found out one of the problems I was having with my lighting is that everything was always going I don't know, it was kind of getting out of focus in the light. There was too much light in the front. So I added this backlight behind me down here on the floor to balance everything out. And now, I think, anyway, it looks a little bit better. So, thanks again, Mr. Pixel. And, if you get those, if you get your links up to that Rode wireless mic system, let me know, because I am going to be looking at some of those as well. That's right. That's that's another whole story there. We don't know if she caught me or I caught her. That we don't know. But that is another, man, we're over time right now. But that is another interesting story, which one day I will be telling you about how Amanda and I met. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's probably a true in the wood yard, is if I turned off this front light and just went dark, I probably would look a lot better. That is some very good advice. Let's see if Tim Thompson. Good evening. Hey, all right, Richard had to take off, so yeah, this is true. This is a good thing here, right here. These coming on these live streams are like a family reunion. It is. It's I don't know what it is. It's just, everybody out there, you guys make these things a lot of fun to do. And I do end up seeing some of these comments, and it's always fun to you guys feel free to give me a hard time anytime you want about anything. It doesn't matter. I don't I like it when you get her when I get Amanda in the sack. When I get her in the bag. I've seen her half in the bag before, but let me tell you. All right, well, we can keep going for a little bit, I guess. It's how did you decide on the Wolf Ridge? The main deciding factor for the Wolf Ridge was the fact that his factory where he's building them is like 5 miles from my house. And I was able to go up there, and I was able to see the machine. I was able to put my hands on it. I was able to see it run. I was able to, get a feel for what it was like to stand next to it, to see the height. So that was the big thing. Because everything else, I was just looking at pictures and videos. And I didn't have that hands-on, experience of seeing what it was really like. So so that was one of the big deciding factors, is just, being able to, like when you buy a car, you go to the dealership, you take it for a test drive, you sit in it, you see how it's going to feel. The same thing with the splitter. Like I had looked at a couple different ones, and I'd watched videos, and I had seen, I'd watched all kinds of videos, but I just wasn't comfortable like ordering something like that, online, basically. So, oh boy, all right. I guess we are going into overtime a little bit here. We are doing a little overtime. And cheers to overtime from Firewood at the Furnace. Thank you very much. So, yeah, overtime. Cheers. Oh, boy. So, yeah, I don't know how long. I know there's some people that are heading out here, so we'll see. And one of these weeks I will get to the I know, John, there, freaking Jeep, you've been waiting for this story of how the amazing Amanda and I met. So I will keep you in suspense for possibly one more week. But the other thing I will tell you though, March 20th, 19th and 20th, we will be doing the double shot Friday night and then Saturday afternoon, and we are going to be having a guest from over in Europe join us to talk about the differences in firewood and all kinds of things as they compare to over here and over there. So it should be pretty cool to kind of get that insight from another country overseas and what firewood is like over there for them. So March 20th, and I think I'll probably start at like 1 in the afternoon on Saturday. We'll see. Of course, now March 20th is going to be like 70 degrees outside, just a beautiful day to be out working in the woodyard. But if it is nice outside, then maybe we'll be outside. Oh, yeah. Could be the first outside live stream of 2021. We've been sitting inside here and Oh no! See, the meeting. That's the whole. That story right there is just it's so crazy how it all went down. Because there's a lot of stuff that happened. So the closing of the deal. Well, that's an easy story to tell. I mean, there's two things when I was back in the wrestling days, I had another wrestler. Him and I would like work out a lot together, and he always told me there's two main body parts you need to train: your chest and your arms. And what was it? The arms is what gets them, and the chest is what keeps them. So like, you work your arms and you work your chest, because the arms is what gets them, and the chest is what keeps them. So I mean, right there. That was the deal. That sealed the deal right there. All right. I better just quit right now while I'm ahead. Otherwise, she's probably watching this downstairs. Oh, hey. Jeff. Oh, no. Jeff, I'm coming the end of March to pick up my Wolf Ridge splitter. All right. Well, let me know, and if you're interested at all, maybe you can stop on by here, because like I said, I'm just 5 miles away. All right, so yeah, we probably oh, hang on, what is this? Main Street Compound. Let's get I feel cheap if I don't support you. Great info, great. Well, you don't have to feel bad about that. That is no problem at all. But I thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. So, Woodhounds, maybe this will be the last call. We'll raise it up one last time here to Main Street Compound. Cheers. But yeah, Jeff, back40firewood@gmail.com. Send me an email. Otherwise, maybe I'll swing up to Wolf Ridge that day. But yeah, I think that will do it. I got a little bit. I'll just put a little in here, just so we have a last closing toast. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let me switch over to our little closing screen here. Hopefully this music isn't too loud. My music levels are always kind of off. But thank you very much for being here tonight and hanging out with us Woodhounds Friday night on the Back 40 live stream. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Thanks to all the moderators. Thanks to all the super chatters. Greatly appreciate the support. And yeah, hope you guys have a good weekend. And if it's nice out there where you are, get out there and make some wood. And we'll see you on Sunday's video. And hopefully back here next week. So, with that, stay safe, have fun, and be cool. Cheers, everyone. Good night.